Hey, happy Friday. Congratulations. You made it to the end of the work week, and now we are about to kick off the weekend. Here are your big headlines as we head into your Saturday and Sunday. Snow is slightly, ever so slightly, letting up. Now, while snow is still likely today, it is not as widespread as yesterday, and I'll show that to you here in just a minute. Flooding is going to increase across the Gulf states, so we see that flood risk increase to a level 2 risk as we head into the weekend. And hey, is Colorado getting more snow? Yeah, our focus shifts from the east to the west as we head into early next week, and winter weather will be along the west coast. Okay, we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes, but let's talk about Cyber Monday. It's Friday. This is the last day that we are honoring our Cyber Monday deal. This is a 15% off all new annual plans. It is the best deal of the year. We are so excited to offer it, but of course, all good things have to come to an end. Today is the last day for you to claim that deal. So give us a call at 855-334-4245, spell out HAIL, or click the link in the bio from the platform that you're watching on, TikTok and Instagram. You can also click the link in the bio on TikTok and Instagram as well. We're live. We're live everywhere. If I'm looking at you on the camera with the graphics behind me, you're probably on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Twitter. And then over here, we have our behind the scenes on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, we're live on 6 different platforms currently. Let's take a look at yesterday's storm reports. We did get a wind report on the East Coast, but other than that, we've been pretty quiet in the severe weather department here. A little bit of rain, but not accumulating to anything over an inch for the most part through the central portion of the U.S. and farther down to the south into Texas. And then, of course, all of that snow on the East Coast. I can see your comments on the bottom of the screen. Thanks for joining today. I hope that you have an amazing weekend as well. Okay, rainfall totals, as I mentioned, very, very low, less than an inch, but that's going to change as we head into the weekend. We also saw that snow yesterday, pretty widespread. Look, the stretches from all the way up into Minnesota through Wisconsin, Michigan, and then across the East Coast. Some places getting some really impressive snowfall totals. As these snow bands come off of the Great Lakes, they take all of that moisture with it, and then they dump it on the land in the form of snow, accumulating to over 10 inches in some places. And 10 inches on one day, that's something. But 10 inches day after day after day after day really starts to cause some problems for folks up to the north. So I'm sure they're ready to get some warmer weather, have some of that melt off just a little bit. Yesterday, we were still below average for a good portion of the U.S., including the plains and out to the east, and above average out to the west. Today, we're seeing that cold air shift to the east, and this is causing some problems down in Florida. Not a place where we usually see those really cold temperatures. Farther out to the west, still above average. Into the plains like Kansas, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, temperatures are a bit more mild today. Okay, we have some showers, just some light showers down in Texas right now. We have some snow showers out to the north and east into Michigan and the New England states. And then you can see out in places like Seattle, we have some just light rain. Let's start up north, and then we'll take you down to the south, and we'll talk about that flooding risk. But let's start up to the north first. Do you remember yesterday, whenever this entire area was filled with watches and warnings, winter weather alerts filled this entire area? And now we only have one area up in Minnesota where we have I think this is a winter weather advisory. And then if you go out to the east, let's see, I think we have a lake effect snow warning. And then we have a winter weather advisory and a winter weather warning highlighted in pink. Okay, if we go farther down to the south, this is where we're watching for that really cold air that is impacting Florida. Not really used to temperatures below freezing. We are seeing temperatures below freezing here. So we have a freeze warning highlighted here in purple for northern Florida and southern Georgia. So we're watching those colder temperatures. Not too much you can do about them, but the National Weather Service says if you are in these areas that don't often see the cold, you can protect your plants by covering them up. Just not a thing that you have to do every single day like what we have to do farther up to the north. Okay, taking a look at those current conditions once again, there's all of those snow squalls, snow bands that are headed from the Great Lakes and into the Northeast. Here are those showers, pretty light across western Texas, a few showers coming off of the Gulf as well. As we get into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we could see some more storms in Houston and into Louisiana. Now the risk for these to be severe is very, very low. Farther off to the west, staying dry right now, but that will change as we head into the early portion of next week. Okay, here's your temperatures. I looked at temperatures this morning, and most of the U.S. was below freezing. Now, some of us have warmed up. 46 in Oklahoma City, 52 in Denver, 43 in Billings, still below freezing for a good chunk of our Midwest and Northeastern states. Taking a look at that future radar, snow continues. Not for everyone, but still across New York, you're still going to get some of those snow showers today. And then, of course, we're probably going to get some snow up in Minnesota as well. There you go, just a little bit here, not a ton as you go farther to the north. As we head into Saturday and Sunday, mainly Sunday, and then into early next week, we're going to shift our focus from the east to the west, watching those snow showers across the west coast, mainly in the upper elevations. But we are starting to get into that time of year where some of these snow showers could get into the lower elevations, maybe even into the surface. What about Denver? I know a lot of people are watching from Denver saying, what about our snowfall accumulation? You have a 10 to 30% chance to get above 3 inches of snow. What does this tell you? This tells you your snowfall totals are going to be on the lower side. You're probably going to be in that 1 to 2 inch range. However, some models want to bring you up to the 6 to 8 inch range, okay? It's a little too far out to tell. If you do get snow, it'll be in the early portion of next week. So we're still about 4 to 5 days away from that. So make sure that you come back on Monday and we'll give you an update on your snowfall totals. In the meantime, we're going to see rain down in Texas. Light showers for the most part, maybe a random strike of lightning, rumble of thunder here. This is through Friday. Storms into Saturday and Sunday, again down in the southern portion of this area. We're talking Houston into southern Louisiana. The biggest risk with this will be that lightning and thunder. You know the drill here. If it roars, go indoors. You don't want to be out whenever it's lightning, but the rest of your severe hazards are going to be very low, other than that flooding risk. And I think I even have a graphic for that. Okay, this is Saturday. This rain starts to shift to the east. Let's see, yes, I do have a graphic for that. Here's your weekend severe weather threat. It's low. Tornado risk, very low. Hail risk, very low. Wind risk, very low. Flooding risk, level 2, medium. That risk that we're going to be watching for is that flooding risk as we head into the weekend. And you can see all of that rain. You know, it's light rain in Texas, but it's a lot heavier as we head into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. So let's break this down day by day. There's your light rain, on and off showers through Saturday. If you're doing your Christmas shopping, you're going to want an umbrella. Okay, it's going to be kind of on and off. It's not just going to be in the morning or in the afternoon. Here you go on Sunday. There's your heavier rain through Louisiana and Mississippi. That's your level 2 risk. Level 2 risk on Monday and Tuesday. So here you go on Saturday. Zooming down, really seeing that level 2 risk highlighted in yellow. For most of Louisiana, that risk shifts to the east, really hugging the Gulf Coast here on Sunday, and then once again shifting to the east on Monday as well. As we see rainfall totals stretch up the east coast here, I think that we're going to see some really good rain farther into, it'll be inland. It's not going to be right on the coast here, but we're going to see some really good rain up in this area. Let's talk about temperatures now. Temperatures are staying on the chilly side. Here in Oklahoma, we warm up a little bit this weekend, but then we take a nosedive, a little dip in those temperatures early next week into the middle of the week, and you can kind of see that cold air coming our way. 44 by early Sunday morning, not too bad for this time of the year. Get out Sunday afternoon. We should be dry at that point. I think if we see any rain in Oklahoma, It'll be in the far southern or eastern side of the state, so not too worried about our rain chances here in Oklahoma City. It's nice in Kansas City, 55 on Sunday afternoon, 59 in St. Louis, 40s and 50s farther down to the south where they've got all of that rain coming. By Monday, you're going to watch for some of that snow to start to dip down into places like the Northwest and even into Colorado by Tuesday. You can see those temperatures on the colder side early Tuesday morning. Here's your dip in the temperatures for places like Oklahoma, where we wake up on Tuesday morning in the mid to upper 30s. Now, what about the rest of December? We're getting into the middle of the month at this point. 2 weeks into December, what are we expecting? From the 11th to the 15th, temperatures are averaging above average. A little bit warmer than what we normally see this time of the year, maybe a bit cooler farther down to the south. What about those rainfall totals? Well, it's a little bit of everything. Maybe a bit rainier out to the north and west, a bit drier down to the Four Corners, a bit rainier in places like Dallas and Houston. Rainfall totals still pretty impressive out to the east, and a lot of this is going to come in the form of snow as well. Hey, we have been at the Roofing Process Conference all week from the 4th to the 6th. Today's the 6th. Justin has been there out in Marco Island, Florida. I think he just announced, or maybe he's about to announce this afternoon, the winner of that whiskey. He has a really nice bottle of whiskey that we raffled off at this conference. This is why you've got to see us at every conference. We most likely have a raffle at our booth at almost every conference we go to, so you always have to visit the Hail Trace booth. We have a lot of fun at those conferences, talking to people and talking about our product. And hey, if you're interested in our product, those wind, hail, and tornado maps, you can give us a call at 855-334-4245. Remember, today is the last day to claim that Cyber Monday deal. You can even email us at info@hailtrace.com. And if you want more weather info, we post it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I'll give you a little sneak peek into what we're posting this afternoon. Yesterday, our boss, Derek Klein, a lot of you know Derek, he dressed up as Santa and he went around the office and he just was Santa for all of our employees. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to watch him interact with everyone. It was fun to watch him surprise everyone as Santa, but we have a video of that and we'll be posting that on our platforms this afternoon. We had a lot of fun. Okay, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you back here, same time, same place for your forecast on Monday.